last week. He took off this week.
Hey, let me tell you something. You don't want to go there, do you? As many
I
times
will
you took off.
I've never taken off on ESPN ABC.
Man.
I've only done like 2 shows.
I know.
I've never taken off.
Yeah.
That's the point.
For all the years we've been doing ESPN
I've
and
never
ABC.
taken off. It's coming.
This is a great day. Should be a national holiday. Charles Barkley's birthday.
Oh, happy
63.
birthday.
63 years old.
Thank you.
Today. Working on your birthday.
I'm excited to be here. He took off last week.
So impressive.
Can't take off 2 weeks
Took off
in a
for the
row.
Super Bowl last week or a couple weeks ago. So, so here's the deal. Shaq's not here, but Shaq did have a message for the Chucks.
This can't be good.
The Diesel.
Hey, Charles, this is Shaq. I know I'm looking good, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I just want to say happy birthday, brother. I love you so much. I miss you guys. I miss you, Kenny, and you know I miss you, Ernie. And Chuck, I just want to say happy birthday. Happy. This is not AI. Happy birthday. I repeat, this is not AI. Happy birthday, Chuck.
This dude got an A. He said
Is that really?
AI birthday.
Hold it. Is that
No, that's
him?
that's AI. That's not him. No, he said it, but
Okay,
it's AI.
I got to
You can
admit, I
tell.
like you like that suit?
Well, it's a Gucci suit, but it doesn't exist. He made it.
It's really
AI.
wild. You know,
It's
it depends
AI.
on where you're from.
It depends.
If you're from Leeds, Alabama, no. But if you're from Detroit, Michigan, yes.
You could carry that.
Yeah.
You know,
No, he
so-
can.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing I hate about suits like that. They only work on little skinny people.
Or AI.
Or
Shaq.
Or AI.
Yeah.
He sends an AI video message.
So that's nice and everything, but I was really kind of hoping for this.
I thought it was Richard.
We've all received these.
We all received this.
This is the worst gift ever.
I can tell. I've sent this to so many people,
Happy birthday!
and they're like, "Hey, how did you know? How did you get him to do that?"
Yeah, exactly. Happy birthday!
This is the worst gift ever.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Who? You, Chuck. That's who.
Look, man.
This is the
Shaq not even here and stealing the show. Here's the first segment.
Oh, my God.
So anyway, happy birthday. Happy
Thank you, brother.
63, man.
Thanks to every single person who sent me a text today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It meant a lot to me, everybody.
Like, there's another way that we can.
Oh, the press.
Scoop. I'll look at All-Star Weekend through the lens of our old school correspondent, the intrepid Matt Scoop D'Agostino.
Mr. and Mrs. North and South America and all the ships at sea, let's go to press. While the network letters may have changed this year, the NBA's brightest stars descended on the land where the stars shine brightest, Los Angeles, the city of angels. Off the court, it was a regular who's who of celebrities at the Kenny Smith All-Star Party. Yes, I said a who's who, not a who's this. The severely sullied soiree helped make champagne wishes and caviar dreams come true for those in attendance. On the court, Saturday's festivities saw an old friend return to the throne in the three-point shootout. Good timing for Dame. Nope. Lillard arrived on time. Nope, that's not it either. Ah, got it. It was Dame time once again. Threes have never been Damian's Achilles heel, but out all season due to injury, it was a heroic effort just to be on the floor. Meanwhile, Devin couldn't book it in the final round as Lillard made it a trio of triples titles on All-Star Weekend. And while Mac McClung dunks can only be found on that social media all the kids talk about, Keyshawn Johnson, who averages 3.1 points a game for the Heat, beat out Spurs rookie Connor Bryant to become the keeper of the Leapers at the dunk contest. Then the big boys arrived on Sunday night, armed with a new All-Star game format. 3 teams, 1 with the Internationals and 2 from the U.S. One featuring the KG Vets and the other for the Young Bucks. And while Kawhi Leonard reminded everyone how bright his star shines, forcing a smile on even his own face. Making an even more triumphant return to the event with both pride and competitiveness, fueled by Wemby's wishes for hustle and bustle. The Ant-Man took that to heart, and as a result, took home the MVP hardware for the Young Stars team.
I ain't gonna lie, Wemby set the tone. He came out playing hard, and, you know, we had to follow that.
As always, we're giving you the scoops on hoops right here on This Week in the NBA.
I think finally something works, that you got guys competing. You got Wemby kind of set that tone in the first game. And so the competition that's been lacking was there. What do you guys think?
I thought it was better. I like to see it shortened even more. I mean, they only played a quarter, so let's don't give them a cookie for playing hard for a quarter. I've always said that it should be the United States against the world. It's too many games. I don't think LeBron and those guys want to play, and Kawhi, I don't think they want to play a bunch of games. So I like to see it shorter personally, but I thought it was a good weekend for the NBA because you shouldn't have to beg guys. I don't think it's going to be Game 7 intensity, but you can't come out there and give up 200 points and think it was competitive.
Yeah,
I mean, we were borderlining on 200 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, the competitive nature, and shout out to Wemby, who's made this statement that he was going to play hard. It reminded me of the late, great Kobe Bryant at one time. I did a benefit game for Hurricane Katrina, and we're going to visit all of these people and giving back and doing all these things. And he gets up in the middle of the bus after I make the speech about how great this is and I appreciate you guys coming. He goes, "Oh, wait, Kenny. By the way, y'all, I'm playing hard today." In a charity game in August. And I was like, he set the tone, and that's what Wemby did for the All-Star game.
How'd you like it, Jaylen?
And I agree with Chuck. When you have too many games, it's a lot of stop and go. And how we got here, and props to Adam Silver for trying to do anything to fix it, but you shouldn't have to beg them to play hard. So if you're going to do that, maybe it should be U.S. against the world. I think that'll create a lot more competition. But you guys know the best players set the tone, whether it's the All-Star weekend or the regular season. When you get to the Sixers, Dr. J's setting the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Hakeem the Dream is setting the tone. Yeah. Reggie Miller is setting the tone. So Wemby did a really good job of challenging everybody to play hard.
Did you see the thing, Ernie, when Giannis' son saw Wemby for the first time? And he goes, "Man, he's tall." And Giannis goes, "Yeah, he's tall, but he's not better than me. He's not better than me." He says to his son.
Exactly.
He's like, "Really?" He said, "No, son, he's not better than me."
How about Dame Lillard winning that thing for the third time? Hasn't played this year.
It was great to see him back. He's a great player.
Tone setter. He's another guy. He's a tone setter.
I thought it was. I love the fact that he put himself at risk. To be honest with you, because you're shooting in the gym by yourself. To go out there in front of all those people, you got to give them some props. Like, you know what? I don't care if I win or lose. I'm gonna go out here and have some fun because this is a celebration of basketball. So I'm gonna give him credit for putting himself out there and not worried about winning or losing. And obviously, him winning is a bonus.
100%. That's what competition is about. If you compete in table tennis, you compete at All-Star Weekend, you compete in the game. Those are the guys, and that's why he is Dame time. And now he also is pulled back from what I'm hearing, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson saying that they're going to all come back next year. And that's what the dunk contest is scared of. They're scared. Get a dog, all you high jumping flyers. Get a dog. Y'all so scared to compete against each other and show who's the best high flyer.
Agreed.
No.
That's where I was going next.
That's it. That's the only place.
We're still saying the same thing about the dunk.
The glory of the dunk contest on Saturday night was those were the top players that were competing on Sunday. Until we get that, it's not going to be as nostalgic as it used to be. It's just not going to happen.
And let me tell you something. I don't even know if four-peat is a word. If Mac McClung had been in it, it would have been a four-peat. Because I saw a couple of the things he was doing on social media. He would have won again.
But you know what? Doing Shaq's dunk, man, and watching dunkers that aren't in the NBA, it reminded me of something. Those guys are fearless. Imagine you're a guy, your wife and 2 kids in the stands, you're making $40 million a year. You're not jumping over 5 people. And so those guys are so fearless and want to make a name for themselves, they're still willing to press the envelope to take the dunk contest to another level.
When there's certain guys that do a dunk, I don't care how simple it is, though, Jaylen, and being a former dunk contest contestant. If they do it.
Were you really?
No, I'm telling you. Because I'm sitting here.
Did you win?
No, he's brought it up. He's
I
brought it
got
up
money
a number
for it.
of
I came in
times.
second. Thank you. No, I lost to Dominique. I ain't lose to you. So how about that? I lost Dominique Wilkins. But I'm saying, when you see Dominique Wilkins or anyone, just do a regular windmill and they're this much over. It doesn't matter if they jumped over 5 people, because you see the height that they're at and the athleticism and the greatness. And I always say that what separates NBA players is the dunk contest.
But Dominique, one of the top 50 players. So say a
No, but
player
that's what separates
is
us.
averaging 3 points doing that, it doesn't hit the same.
As great as the three-point contest is, there's some guy in the gym going, oh, yeah, you know what? I can make 20 out of 25 threes, and he goes in the gym and he does it. But when you put this over the rim, they go, we can't do that. That's why I'm not in the NBA. To me, the dunk contest separates what the NBA players are, because they shoot it and they dunk it like that.
You mentioned cookies. Is this free? Oh, before
Kenny,
that,
Yeah, give my guy Jess some
Kenny,
love.
what the hell is this?
here's your video.
And he had the fresh cut.
Oh, that was a miss. Hey, that's a hell of a miss, though.
Look at the kid.
I'll take that miss.
Look at and you.
No, knock it off.
I didn't clap for you.
That was uncalled for. This was uncalled for also. Try that some other time. That was very impressive.
I can't do that anymore. My face shrunk.
So Dallas has not had a losing streak this long all century. They have lost 9 in a row.
Wow.
And longest since
Let's just go ahead and put 10 in the books.
97, 98.
Let's go ahead and put 10 in the books before the game.
And the other news out of Dallas, Kyrie Irving will not. If you were thinking maybe Kyrie Irving might come back this year, no, it's not going to happen.
For the Mavs, trading Luka ends up going down as one of the worst moves in the history of the NBA. To only get a couple of minutes out of Kyrie and AD combined in a basketball game, to give up a first NBA caliber player, and now already traded AD, and Kyrie's only played in 50% of the games he's eligible to play. Cooper Flagg saved him, basically getting lucky, getting him as a #1 pick, but it's just really been a disaster for him.
Would it be the worst or the most unfortunate? Meaning, Kyrie got hurt directly after he got traded, directly, and then Anthony Davis goes down directly. Then you all of a sudden you go, wait, we get the #1 pick out of when your odds of getting it was less than 3%, and so you get it, and then all of a sudden you're thinking you're going to have these 3 guys together, and they never ever play.
Yeah, but also you got to give them credit. They turning the page. You know, I suggested this a couple months ago. Like, you know what? Trade AD. Kyrie's not going to play. It's Cooper Flagg's team now. So now you're just trying to get draft capital. So I think it was a smart move not playing Kyrie, because to win another 5 or 7 games is not going to help the Mavs going forward. So a smart move by the Mavs. I mean, we can talk about the Luka trade. That's over and done with. But really unfortunate, Kenny. I actually agree with you. But now they're like, hey, you know what? What can we do to get better quicker?
And that draft in 2026 draft is pretty impressive and pretty deep. You're gonna go 15 guys deep. Maybe you might not have generational
and
talent,
you're getting Kyrie back.
but you will have guys that will immediately help your team.
Yes.
Kyrie and AD, obviously future Hall of Famers, both been champions, in theory as the second best players on teams. But when you trade for both of them, when they have a history of injury, it's hard to feel like you're going to be able to rely on them during the regular season enough to get a high seed. And also, if y'all seen the images of AD in the preseason, he looked like he got Chuck's old diet.
Yeah.
Like he really does.
Yeah.
And so
Chuck's
it was
old diet.
hard. Yes.
Well, you know,
It's kind of hard to win like that.
It's interesting you said that, Jalen, because the elephant in the room is this tanking situation we got going on in the NBA. You see what they're doing in Utah. You see what they're doing in D.C. Now you got the Mavs sort of tanking. I've always believed, first of all, tanking has always been part of the NBA. Let's get that out the way.
Sports.
It's sports. I agree with you, Kenny.
Sports.
We've got to come up with some type of solution, because it's not fair to the game, first and foremost. It's not fair to your fan base. I've always suggested this rule. I don't think any NBA team should be able to raise their ticket prices if they're below 500. I've always said that. You cannot raise your ticket prices if your team is below 500. I think they should make that a rule in every sport, to be honest with you.
That'd be interesting, Chuckster.
No,
That'd be some incentive.
It'd be, but no, not even if you're still trying to tank, you can't raise your ticket prices because then you're getting your cake and eat it too. Which I'm for getting your cake and
eating it too. Yes.
But you should not be able to try to lose. So I've said there's two things. Number one, every team in the lottery should get one ping pong ball. They shouldn't give you more balls.
So everybody,
Yes.
and that came out the other day too. Hey, maybe we're thinking about everybody's on the same level playing field.
Because the team that had the worst record, I think, has only got the number one pick like 2 out of 25 years. So give everybody one ping pong ball.
If you don't make the playoffs.
If you don't make the playoffs. But also, this is another one. If you trade a pick, it's gone. Because now teams are they can manipulate. Well, if it falls in the top 3 or 4 or top 7 protected. No. Everybody gets one ping pong ball who's in the lottery. So
I would agree with that because there is.
But what about the other one too?
No, I think because what you're saying, like I look at the Indiana Pacers who are in last place. But when Tyrese Halliburton is there, they're not a last place team.
Yeah.
So they're last place just for this year.
They're
so all
doing
of a sudden you get the number one pick and you bring in Tyrese Halliburton back and you were in the NBA Finals the year before. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, I'm not saying that they're tanking because they actually were losing games early in the season, but that wouldn't be fair to teams that do things like that and have an opportunity. The same way when we were playing, when the San Antonio Spurs were able to get Tim Duncan when they had.
But just
David
give
Robinson.
everybody one ping pong ball. Yeah. But the second part of that is you can't protect your pick if you trade it away.
Yeah.
Because now teams are doing that like, well, we got to lose games, so make sure we're in such a thing. No, if you trade a pick, it's gone. But one ping pong ball, and y'all know I like ping pong balls around here because y'all made a habit of it for a while.
I like the idea.
Yeah, dropping ping pong balls on his forehead.
I like the idea of one ping pong balls, but the problem for the NBA is almost like players going from high school to college. They've shown that it actually works because we've seen so many success stories go from high school to college, so it kind of looks weird all of a sudden when you can't go from high school to college. It's the same thing about tanking. It's proven to work.
Tanking is in teams. Kenny, pick back on Kenny.
Yes.
We've been tanking as long as I've been in NBA for 40
sports.
years, and actually, in fairness, that's the only way you can get better. But they're so blatant about it right now.
Well,
but we shouldn't be giving you extra ping pong balls for losing. That's my only point.
Yeah, the birthday boy would be the Chuckster at 63 years old, although it's not your birthday anymore.
63 in one day.
12:49 Eastern Time.
Long day.
A long day?
Yeah, I celebrated my birthday. I just got over dry January.
Yep.
What do you mean dry January?
When people can't drink.
And when
Are you part of those people?
No, I had to drink all their stuff that they wasn't drinking.
That's what I figured.
that's very noble of you.
Hey, you know me, I'm trying to be a good
By the
dude.
way,
I've seen you in January, and I didn't think it was dry. It was nothing dry.
Hey, I had to look out for my friends. They're not drinking. I don't want the bars suffering.
by the way, it's Inside the NBA. It's presented by Lilly. Jalen Rose is here for Shaquille O'Neal, who will be back tomorrow when we're on ABC with the Rockets and the Knicks.
Come on,
Kenny the
Jalen,
Jet
stay another
Smith,
day.
and Charles Barkley. And we expect to be talking to Austin Reaves before we're done after the Lakers win over the Clippers 125-122. Want to hit the highlights? Yeah, let's do that. Man, I'm telling you, you watch these superstars in action tonight, man, and it was worth the price. They were great.
Luka came out. He set the tone early.
Yeah, it was 17 first quarter points. 4 out of 5 from deep. Kawhi was right there, too.
Double team.
I don't understand how he could make that line drive shot, Kenny.
Well, I shot a line drop, so I can understand.
Oh, now you Kawhi Leonard, huh?
I shot like Kawhi.
Okay.
You left that open. Hey, John Collins.
I can shoot better than Kawhi Leonard, yes.
John Collins had to
Nice
leave the
play.
game
Man.
and did not return.
I hope he's all right, man.
So at the half, it was 72-65 Lakers. And here we go to the third, and the Lakers are pouring it on. DeAndre Ayton with the finish from LeBron, and then comes a 17-1 run by the Clippers.
One thing about the Lakers, you can score on them. They can score, but you can score on them.
Kawhi, top of the key, drains it.
Wow.
109 to 107, but left ankle soreness.
Come on, man. I don't know about that one.
And Kawhi heads to the locker room.
Everybody got something sore in the NBA.
Yeah, but it might be too soon.
What?
Kawhi, I mean, he put in a value now.
Played in the All-Star game, played last night, went crazy tonight. Just left at the end with some ankle soreness.
It was not an easy finish. They give it up on the turnover, and Nick Batum just off the mark.
Foul.
Oh, they didn't foul.
They didn't foul either.
No. They had him surrounded, but did not foul him, and it's 125 to 122. The Lakers behind 36 from Luka and 29 from Austin Reaves. LeBron had 13, just the 11th time those three have been together this season, and are 8-3 in those games. As the Lakers take it 125-122. What'd they show you, Jalen?
Luka Doncic is a terrific player, and the one thing about his game is he's going to score at will, but I appreciate the fact that he does get teammates involved. But the one thing about him, sometimes that ball is glued to his hands, and when you're such a great player and you have the ball so often, see, one of the things that make the Joker and Steph so great and champions is because they play on the ball and be successful, and they play without the ball, so everybody else can get off. So Luka's the unique balance of doing both. He was terrific tonight, so was Austin Reaves, but that's what I'm looking for the Lakers, if he could kind of get off the ball some, find ways to get other people going.
What's the ceiling?
I mean, the ceiling is. Why are you staring at me?
He really wants to hear this answer.
What you got to say?
I think the
George
ceiling
say
is.
ceiling
What's
is
the
the
ceiling?
roof.
I think they really have to change defensively.
Hey, come on, Ernie. Kenny, answer Ernie's question.
The way they're playing now, I would say.
No, he asked you if all
I would
three
say
of those.
second round.
Second round.
Just because defensively they have some
Issues.
deficiencies. But what I would like to revisit a little bit Kawhi. Kawhi just changed my mind on something. I always said to be an all-star, you kind of dominate, 2 or 3 categories. But to be a superstar, you can do 4 or 5. He's added another category that I really didn't think about. I always say scoring, rebounding, assists, leadership, and defense. That makes you a superstar. And like Michael Jordan could do all 5. And the 6th that he added tonight that I forgot, created double team. So when you're able to create a double team, it's an offense in itself. So you don't have to call a play, get him the ball in certain positions of the floor, double teams Kerr. So tonight we saw a guy keep his team into the game because he was dominating in 6 positions. He was, and lastly, Jalen and Chuck, he's the only guy, trying to think in this league right now, currently, that can get 30 and stop you from getting 20.
No, Jalen can do that now.
Jalen Johnson here?
No.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. So 2 guys in the whole league that can actually do that.
What's your biggest takeaway from tonight, Chuck?
Nothing. Nothing.
No takeaway from that game?
No, neither one of these teams are any good. No disrespect.
That's harsh.
When you say they ain't good, you mean not a championship
They're
team.
not championship
Okay,
contenders.
well,
There's a difference between not being good
not
and
any
not being
good
a
and not being a champion are a little
No,
different.
I'm not saying they maybe can win a round. I mean, I'm not going to get there and say just because they beat a mediocre Clippers team. And I know the guy's going to go on TV because, they throw them stats out there. Them 3 guys play together. When those 3 guys play together, they still ain't going to get – it depends on the seeding now. Mm-hmm. Because if they're 6, 7, and 8 and they have to play Denver, Houston, or OKC, they're not going to beat those teams. I'm not even sure they can beat San Antonio. Well, let me rephrase it. They can't beat San Antonio.
You think they can beat the Rockets?
I do not think they can beat the Rockets.
Do you think they can beat Denver?
I do not.
Do you think they can beat Minnesota?
I do not.
Okay, so you think they're mediocre. No,
Well, that's
no. Okay.
That's interesting fodder as Austin Reaves has the headset on in Los Angeles, and I don't know if you're able to hear the conversation that was just being had here. Did you, Austin?
Yeah, I heard a little bit.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yep. Hey, let me ask you this. When you guys are together, when it's LeBron and you and Luka, and again, this is the 11th time this year, how's that change your game?
I don't know if it really changes much. I just go out there and, play the game the right way and try to support those two guys as much as I can. They're, hell of players, and I just try to compliment them in any way I can.
Well, Austin, you started when you came to Los Angeles. You were a sub-thought. How do you change your mentality from being a sub-thought to getting more opportunities and more balls in your hand than the king, so to speak? Now, when you got there, it was like everything runs through him. And now things are run. When did the mentality, when did it switch? Who said it to you? How did that happen?
JJ challenged me when he first took the job to be more aggressive and kind of lead. And, I just, like I was just talking about, I want to do what I can do to help our team be successful. And, it's going to change every night. One night Bron's going to have it going, and he's going to lead us to wins. Luka obviously is going to do what Luka does every single night. Rui can, get wins for us, DA. So, like I said, I just try to, play the game the right way, and I'll continue to do that.
I've noticed some of your game the last couple of years for us from a confidence standpoint. You feel like you can score on anybody. When did that kick in? Because in the last couple of years, like in the beginning, you were kind of like, you know what, let me defer. But there's something I've noticed, and it's been a tribute to you. When does kick in your mind like, you know what, I'm going to go get mine, I'm a hell of a player?
Yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get on the court, and that's what I had to do my first couple of years is do whatever I could do to, help Bron and AD. I knew it wasn't going to be with the ball in my hands, but, have those guys be able to trust me in, any situation and then just continuing to grow. I've always had, high confidence in myself when it comes to basketball, and, just, give it more opportunity and taking advantage of it.
Austin, great game. Congratulations. You and Luka have become one of the most prolific backcourts in the league. And I kind of want to piggyback on the previous question. When did you decide that I could be a 25-point scorer in this league?
Honestly, I don't really think about it. I enjoy playing basketball. Always have. Always love the game. And love to just, play the game the right way, like I said. And obviously, Luka draws so much attention, and just being able to play on the weak side when he gets trapped, doubled, blitzed, and pick and rolls gives me an opportunity to, play free, play confident, and continue to play the right way.
This is an interesting game because they played last night, too. I want to see how Denver's going to come. Oh, don't leave him open, man.
Chuck, this game was never in doubt.
Because they got the best basketball player in the world right there.
Absolutely.
You know how many points they put on the board tonight? 157.
No, they didn't.
157.
That's not, no.
To 103.
They gave up 150 points?
They scored 157.
Come on, man. That's got to be a misprint.
And won by 54 points. That's the widest margin they've ever had.
I hope
in their history. And it's the 8th 50-point loss for the Blazers. That's the most in league history.
I think that Denver team, man, they're going to I think they really grew up and matured when Joker was out. Yeah. They really stepped up, and that's going to help them in the long run. But, man, Portland, that is embarrassing to lose by 50 at home.
It sure is, and I agree with you, Chuck. Once the playoffs come, the Joker is so very dominant, drawing double and triple teams. The Nuggets going to definitely be one of the toughest teams to beat in the West.
Yeah, he had 32, 9, and 7 in 3 quarters of work tonight.
He should have played the fourth. That's bad coaching. He could have had a triple-double.
Yeah, see, what I like is the fact that they didn't
get it in the first
they don't
half.
think that way. He's already got 20 of those. He leads the league. And
that's bad coaching. He could have had another triple-double.
Yeah. And Joker would be the last guy in the world to ever say, "Hey, I'm close." No. So they roll, Kenny, 157-103.
Jeez.
And Denver, when you look at those standings, number 4 right now, but man, they're so bunched up there. Suddenly that big Thunder lead is no longer. Only 2 games on the loss side ahead of the Spurs, and there's Houston. We're going to see Houston with the Knicks tomorrow night. Nuggets at 35-21. Great stuff.
There's a big difference between 14 and 20, so you got to look at 20 go backwards. That's where, like 20, 21, 21, 22, that's what's interesting because They're not going to catch. Well, the Spurs can catch 14 probably, but I don't see those 20s making up those games. But man, 3 to 6.
You could go from 3 to 7 pretty fast.
Yes.
If you have a bad week or bad weeks, for sure.
I'm really looking at that
Or 7 to
Minnesota
3.
Timberwolves. I'm looking at Minnesota as that sleeper, a team that's been to the conference finals the last couple of years. They have size up front. They have a go-to guy, a superstar talent in Anthony Edwards. I think they're going to be a team. I feel like San Antonio with Wembanyama may be a year ahead of the curve. I like Castle. I love De'Aaron Fox. Houston adding KD. We know he's going to be a great clutch shot maker late in the game.
Seeding going to be a big deal.
Correct,
Yeah.
exactly.
Seeding's going to be a big deal
Correct.
in the Western Conference.
Yes.
And I got to tell you something, Ernie. I am so excited for the Eastern Conference because with James Harden, I'm changing my pick, Ernie.
Uh-oh.
I told you I thought the Knicks were coming out of the East.
Oh, what? So now you can change?
Yeah,
There was a trade. There was a trade.
That
Yeah.
was
All right.
the Cleveland
I can't even
Cavaliers.
remember what. Okay, now. Okay.
Cleveland Cavaliers are coming out of the Eastern Conference.
Wow. All right.
Charles Barkley,
Uh,
we're going to talk about this. We're going to have to put something on that.
well, listen.
You don't believe in
How
Cleveland?
about no?
I do
He's
believe-
betting with his heart.
No, I'm not.
Detroit.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm betting with this year's MVP of the league, Cade Cunningham, and the Detroit Pistons.
Jalen, I want to let's address that right now.
Yes.
First of all, we have this stupid argument every year: who's the best player? The MVP never goes to the best player, but it's a dogfight right now between Jaylen Brown and Cade Cunningham. If one of them two guys don't win MVP, to me, it'll be like, and I don't have a vote, but Cade Cunningham and Jaylen Brown, them boys, they are 1 and 1A for MVP.
I think, you look at MVP of the league, it means you've also maybe taken your team to a height that wasn't expected.
That's both of them.
And both of them have done that.
Yes.
If
If you had a vote, Kenny.
Too early.
I'm just saying.
That's
you had
usually
a
what
vote-
happens with Coach of the Year, too, when
No,
you
yeah.
seem to outplay expectations.
well, if I had a vote today,
Yes.
jeez.
That's how crazy it is.
You
isn't it?
saw what Cade did against the Knicks the
I
other
did,
night.
But I've seen Jaylen Brown every night, too.
Jalen, you know what's crazy about
Before
that?
the All-Star game,
No.
I would have said Jaylen Brown. And then after last night, I would say
It's that close, to Chuck's point.
It's that
But you know
close.
what's so crazy about the Cade Cunningham thing? He was amazing last night. Did you see what Jaylen Brown did in Golden State? He had like 30, 17, and 15. And I was like, and nobody even mentioned it because Cade put on a show. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody even mentioned what Jaylen Brown did last night.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I would give the edge to Brown on this right now, only because there's not a person, when they made those trades at the beginning of the season,
They thought they tanking.
they thought that they were tanking. And Jaylen Brown says, no, the tank is getting filled up, and I'm putting the gas in it. And so-
What's your nickname?
Oh, I was the
Sunoco.
I was the gas. I used to fill it up.
I did that too.
I was the gas station.
First of all, I've been with him for
Sunoco.
26 years.
They used to
And
call me the
last
gas
year,
station.
Last year, he tells Ernie, my nickname growing up was
The gas
Sunoco.
station. Yeah, 'cause I used to
We've
fill
been
it
here
up.
26 years, and you ain't never said Sunoco.
So listen, if it was today, I would be mobile. Because he's coming in, he's filling it up.
No, you're far from mobile.